Good morning. My name is Lou Paulson. I'm chairman of the California Fire Foundation, and we're here to talk about the SAVE program coming to the Monterey Bay Area. With me today is Chief Panholzer, Chief of the Monterey Fire Department, Ken Hutchinson, President of the Monterey City Firefighters, Chief Dempsey, Chief of the Seaside Fire Department, and Jerry SUAREZ, President of the Seaside Firefighters Association. We all became firefighters to protect lives and property, even at our own risk. And in the course of doing our job, we also see a lot of heartbreak. When the fire's out or the disaster is past, our job is finished, but we want to be able to do more. And that is the impulse and the impetus behind the SAVE program. Supplying aid to victims of emergencies does what the name suggests. It offers immediate short-term assistance to families and individuals who face catastrophic loss from a fire, flood, or other natural disaster. If a resident or family member suffers 25% damage or more to their dwelling, that family is given a SAVE card right there on the scene. This $100 gift card, used by Mastercard and accepted anywhere Mastercard is accepted, can be used for clothing, for food, or a place to stay that night. Cards will be issued at the scene by the incident commanders, and the funding for this program comes from a large number of firefighters ourselves. The California Fire Foundation, a nonprofit 501c3, is funded largely by firefighters themselves through private donations. Additionally, we're happy to have the Chevron Corporation as one of our largest contributors to the program, and you can see their logo obviously is on the card because of their generous contribution. We have more than 30 departments around the state who have signed on to the SAVE program. And so to hear from folks here in the Monterey Bay, I'd like to introduce Chief Panholzer to discuss the program here in the city of Monterey.
Thank you, Lou. As a fire chief, I actually came through the ranks over the last 30 years working as a line firefighter and have now promoted up to this position. And one of the things I recall still from the days when I worked on an engine company was the devastation that you saw in people's eyes after a major event. When I received the letter and the information packet about this program from the California Fire Foundation, I knew immediately it was going to be a good program because I know that the California Fire Foundation does many great things. So I immediately gave it to one of my division chiefs and said, let's make this happen. And he ran with it. So I'm very happy that we are participants in this program. It's a natural extension of the things that we do as firefighters, and we are there right away when the emergency happens, and we can intervene and help out immediately afterwards. We do work closely with the Red Cross, and then there are several insurance companies that also provide support very quickly to victims. But at 3 o'clock in the morning on a weekend, sometimes you just need a little cash because yours is burned up inside the house, and this gives people the ability to put some food on their table and to find a place to stay for the evening. So I think it's excellent timing that firefighters have the opportunity to provide these SAVE cards to the folks that lose everything in a fire. I'd like to now turn it over for a few comments to Chief Brian Dempsey from the Seaside Fire Department.
Thank you, Chief Panholzer. I'd like to thank the California Fire Foundation, Chevron, and the other corporate and private donors for bringing this program to the Monterey Peninsula. Our firefighters are willing to take risks and make sacrifices in order to help others. The SAVE program is a natural extension of those values. As cities and fire departments, we work hard to ensure our communities become more resilient. The SAVE program starts the process of recovery during these difficult times for our residents. We've had the opportunity in Seaside to issue one SAVE card. It wasn't all necessarily fire damage. There was a lot of water damage, and these residents didn't have any place to go. So we were able to issue that card, and that evening take care of some of their needs. So once again, I would like to thank all those involved. Lou?
Thank you, Chief. The beauty of the SAVE program is that it's truly a labor management program. In order for this program to be in this community, both labor and management had to have agreed to partner in this program so that everybody in the fire department embraces this program. To talk from the labor side about this program, I'd like to introduce President Ken Hutchinson of the Monterey Fire Department.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today. I'd like to thank Lou Paulson and California Fire Foundation and Monterey Fire Department administrative staff for being a leader like Monterey Fire has been and the California Fire Service continues to be. This program lets us provide that last bit of assistance to the victims that we help serve on a daily basis. One of the hardest things we can do as firefighters is leave the scene of a fire knowing that somebody has lost everything they own, and this allows us to give them something to help start that healing process in their time of need. These programs really help with the coordination and the working relationship between labor management. It gives us an opportunity to work together, and the people that benefit are the people we serve when we work together. This is another example of that effort. When labor and management partner, everyone wins. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce Captain Jerry SUAREZ from the Seaside Fire Department, President, Local 1218.
Thank you, Ken. When Chief Dempsey came to us and showed us about the program and asked us if we'd be interested in participating, we were looking at over all the wonderful things that the foundation has done, and it was a no-brainer. It truly was a no-brainer. Many of our citizens, as citizens across communities everywhere, they live month to month, and in a situation where there's such devastation, where people lose everything in a fire, it's nice to be able to have a little something to be able to give the families to go ahead and start their recovery. We as boots on the ground always say that our engines are like a big giant toolbox in order to mitigate emergencies, and this is just one more item that we can use, that we put in our toolbox to help our citizenry. Thank you.
Thanks, Jerry. As I mentioned, the California Fire Foundation has launched the SAVE program. It is our goal to have this program in every fire department throughout the state of California. Again, we are very proud to have corporate sponsors like Chevron, but of course we have limited resources, and we're working to build financial support. So if anybody's interested in helping fund the foundation, please contact us. We'd be more than happy to point them in the right direction. I'd like to say in closing that the citizens of Seaside and Monterey should be very proud of their fire departments for embracing this program. Fire departments are an all-risk, all-hazard department nowadays, and this brings them obviously another tool to help the citizens. So they should be proud that these departments embrace these programs and are two of the first departments in the state of California to implement them.